Hi everyone, Bart Erickson, University of Minnesota Master Naturalist Volunteer, coming to you from one of my favorite places in Minnesota. It's a prairie pothole. I love all parts of Minnesota, but this is deep in my heart. I've spent countless hours in little boats in these little cattail sloughs, marshes, prairie potholes. They come from a variety of different names depending on where you are, and I'm just so excited to be talking to you about them today. They are very shallow bodies of water, very different than when you think of like the northeast part of Minnesota with some of those deep lakes, especially something like Lake Superior. And you look at those shores, and it's oftentimes like rock line shores. When you get to kind of the mid-level estate, like if you think of like Brainerd or Leech Lake area, you're going to have kind of emergent weeds and submergent weeds kind of going from the zero depths to kind of 15 feet or so. And then as the lake goes deeper, you're not going to see those weeds anymore. So, lots of boating, lots of fishing in those lakes. You're not going to see a lot of fishing in these lakes. These lakes are only maybe 2 to 10 feet deep tops. And that means also that these weeds are going to grow all the way across the lake. And so a lot of these will actually appear very, very shallow with a lot of weed growth underneath. And so you're going to have a variety of submergent weed growth. Also, like as you see behind me, we have all these great cattails growing on kind of a boggy system. It's really spongy if you ever step on it. And so you have to kind of be very careful. If you're going to explore a cattail slough like this or any sort of prairie pothole, I really encourage you to wear a life jacket if you're anywhere around water. It's important to be safe. These things can get really dicey, sometimes really fast. These prairie potholes, you can see like this little island right there. Like those things can kind of drift around. So every time you show up at a pothole, it can be a little different, even though it's the same hot pothole. It can actually look drastically different than when you were there before. So whether it be from freshwater shrimp to turtles and all little minnows that are all floating around in this kind of submergent world of the water, whether it be from right behind me and all these cattails, from dragonflies, red-winged blackbirds, muskrats and pheasants, and all these great things that we see, especially this time of year. We have the migration happening, and we might see birds that we don't normally get the chance to see during the fall time and also in the spring. So coming back at other times of the year, you're going to see a variety of different things happening in a prairie pothole. And these are really kind of small sections of water. Now, some are here all year round. This is one that's here all year round. Other ones you're going to see that are more seasonal. So like when the spring runoff occurs, you're going to have seeds that kind of pop up, and all of a sudden you're going to see like cattails and all these other things kind of come up throughout, some up into July. And then as the kind of season progresses, we're going to see that dry out. And as fall happens, all those plants that are supported during that water time dry out, all their seeds hit the ground, and they're just waiting for the spring runoff again, and they're going to come to life and support all the wildlife and migration and other spring times when all those animals are needing, and plant life are needing kind of a new rebirth of after a long dormant winter. So you'll see some these prairie potholes that are more seasonal. Some are going to be continuous throughout the year, but all very dynamic and fun to see at different times of the year. And I just hope you get a chance to get out there. If you're looking for one, a lot of these don't have names. So the other thing to look for is like wildlife management areas, waterfowl protection areas, and they're going to be more of a green postage stamp. So you're not looking like for a round circle on a map for a lake. Oftentimes it's not going to show that at all. It's just going to show you a piece of public land, and it will allow you to find some places to explore in the western prairie pothole region of Minnesota. Thanks so much. I hope you enjoy getting out there, seeing some wonderful wildlife, and exploring the prairie pothole region of Minnesota. Take care, everybody. Bart Erickson, Trail Tuesday. Have a good day. Bye-bye.